Goeienaand en welkom hier Kwarantynwyn in die tuin saam met Elaine. And for tonight we are drinking a bottle of the Journey's End V5 Cabernet Franc 2019. Just a special shout out to Janine Laterkan, who actually gave us this bottle quite a little while ago.
Yes.
But we got busy and we actually didn't drink as much red wine as we thought we would over the last few weeks.
It has been summer though.
It has been summer.
We do like to go into our white wines in the summer period.
Hence lots and lots of Chardonnay. But the weather is taking a bit of a turn at the moment. It is cooling down, so we decided we might as well open up this Cabernet Franc for tonight. Now, I've always had a deep love and a soft spot for Cabernet Franc. I just find it absolutely beautiful, intriguing, complex, but still elegant red wine if made well. And there's quite a few great examples of Cabernet Franc in South Africa. Now, for those of you who don't know, Journey's End is located basically Siluri's Pass, the foothills of Siluri's Pass. To get there, you have to drive through all that horrible traffic of Somerset West, but they still fall under Wine of Origin Stellenbosch. They're on the Helderberg side, but Helderberg Mountain, but on the Somerset West side.
Yes.
So, although you have to drive through Somerset West, the grapes are still all considered Stellenbosch. Coastal climate, because needless to say, they are right there.
Right there by False Bay, yeah.
By False Bay. And the farm was bought in 1994 by the Gab family. And their idea was to focus on quality, have Journey's End to just basically produce top-end wines, basically become the Penfold Grange of South Africa. I don't think everything went according to plan completely, because today they are quite big. They've got quite a few other brands as well, Mount Rosier being one of them, and export quite a bit of wine out of the country, New Zealand, Asia, UK. So it is quite a big operation that they've got there. Mike Dawson is the winemaker and also a lover of Cabernet Franc, hence why he makes it. And they also make some really nice Chardonnay that Elaine enjoyed.
I do. What I do like about their philosophy is that let nature take its course kind of philosophy. They don't like to interfere too much with the vines. They like it to be what the earth has provided, which I quite like. Yeah. And they're very into sustainability. And if you know me, you know I'm mad about sustainability.
Yeah, and it's also something we need to take a lot more serious moving forward. We have a lot of things, almost want to say counting against us, is global warming, and we need to look after the vineyards and stuff and make sure there's something for the next generation and not just look after ourselves.
And I love that Journey's End takes that quite seriously.
Now back to Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc is originally from the Loire. It's widely planted in Bordeaux. It dates back to the 17th century altogether. And Cabernet Franc is actually one of the Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc is basically the two parents for Cabernet Sauvignon, as we know, which is a much more heavier, almost want to say robust grape. Cabernet Franc to me is always a little bit more perfumey, sometimes a bit more on the red fruit. There is some dark fruit, some violets, but always beautiful white pepper spice.
Oh yeah, and I love that. I love that peppery quality.
Now, the wine is fermented in 5,000 litre foudre, 5,000 litre foudre, and then after fermentation it actually goes into second fill 300 litre barrels, where it stays 14 months on there before it actually gets bottled. 14 months is quite a decent period of time to be on oak, but the wine has quite a lot of fruit. It handles the oak really, really well, and you have that nice pepperiness. Also in the vineyard they meticulously also crop some leaves in order to give the bunches a bit more sun exposure, and that is Cabernet Franc can very, very easily, if it's overcropped or doesn't get enough sunlight, can leave quite a lot of green vegetal characters in the wine itself and almost slightly stalky. So you try and look after the grape variety as much as possible.
I love the fynbos on the nose of this wine. Lovely fynbos, and a tasting note that I actually read, but I can pick it up, is Kalamata olives.
Now you make us in the mood for that. We don't have any Kalamata olives, but we will having a little bit of a lamb rib on the fire a little bit later. So yeah, this is then the Journey's End Cabernet Franc V5 2019. Absolutely delicious wine.
Exquisite.
2019, fantastic vintage, a little bit more elegant as well.
Yeah. The tannins are quite soft, which I quite like.
Quite like. It's fine.
Yes.
It's firm but fine at the end of the day. And yeah, we can drink it now. That's also the nice thing of Cabernet Franc. It's sometimes quite accessible in its youth, but it also ages exceptionally well.
Yes, that's true.
Now, back label tells us drink it now up until 2029. I still think, like, especially with Cabernet Franc, you can probably push that another 5 years.
I agree. I agree.
Most of the time. I think there's enough structure in this wine. There's fruit. There's good use of oak. There's a great use, tannin structure in this wine. And it's all the factors you need for a wine to actually age in that.
Yes, and it's vegan, just as a matter of interest.
Well, yeah, vegan. Yeah, vegan, because there's no animal products used in fining or filtering.
Yes,
For that,
it is
so-
considered a vegan wine, yeah.
Therefore, a vegan wine.
Yeah, interesting.
So, from us here in Kwarantynwyn, thank you very much for watching. To the guys at Journey's End, please continue making this wine. This is absolutely delicious. I actually expected a lot heavier wine, and this is beautifully, beautifully elegant.
Yes.
So definitely worth another visit, another bottle, and perhaps a case or two. So, from us here at Kwarantynwyn, stay safe. Cheers.
Cheers.